Welcome to the late night party, pal. Your neighborhood master Chaos here. I hope you're awake. I hope you're well. I'm coming to you live. It's currently around 10 p.m. for me here in sunny Los Angeles. Let me get a little caffeine here. I had to do this live, the special by Curious, because it's hard to record during the day because it's so goddamn hot here in the Chaos Cave that it's enough just to film the Master Chaos Theaters, and then I have to rush into the air conditioning, hide in the fridge or something so that I do not melt. But I thought, it would be fun if I just do the By Curious live so that we can interact and chat and have a good time, and you can share your thoughts with the titles as well and things like that. So here we are, and at least here I am. I hope there you are, and let's have some fun.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hello, motherfucker.
Let me check in with the chat real quick, and then we'll bust out some goodies. Razor is here. Let me know what time it is for everybody watching. By the way, everybody watching live. What's up, man? Thank you for joining. Fat, what's up? Thank you for being. It's currently not 10 p.m. here. What time is it for you over there? Let me know. Barnabas says, "Hey MC, good to see you tonight. I have several of these movies. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts." Okay. The Miz, what's up? Oh, thank you. I am a goat. I appreciate that. I've not been called a goat yet, so I'm honored. I don't think I deserve it, but I appreciate that. Cody in the house. He'll be getting the Black Giallo box set tomorrow. Oh, awesome. I hope you like it. I was not a fan. Fett says it's 1 a.m. Bubba, it's midnight for him. Well, thanks for staying up. And Paul says it's 1 a.m. in New York. Oh, I guess that would make sense, yeah. Thanks for staying up late with me, guys. Razor's at 10 with me. Tom, you made it. Hey, good to have you here. John Smith says, "Hey, you're not checking Twitter account, right?" No, I'm off of Twitter. I'm taking a big Twitter detox. Twitter's pissed me off. By the way, let me know if my mic is good. I've been having some mic issues. At least, one video I did. So let me know if I'm coming through okay. Hey, Katie in the house. Katie, I keep forgetting to email you. I'm going to email you about something coming up. I would love to invite you on to Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel. I think it's happening September 14th. I'll email you about that. Okay, sound is good. You can hear me. Very good. Congratulations on the new channel. Sound is good. Mic is good. Okay, thanks, everybody. All right, Katie's in. All right. So today, I'm actually adding a movie. We're doing 7 movies, and we're going to break them down. It's a little different. I can't show trailers because YouTube is a piece of shit. And if I showed a trailer, they would instantly copyright claim me. I'll show you my old channel, everything I showed trailers on is pretty much copyright claimed, which means it's unusable. So, I'm going to be showing pictures and still images. If you've seen the Birds review, you know where I've gone with the direction I've taken it into. So, we're going to show pictures, and then I'll read you my review, and then I'll open up the boxes, and not the boxes, but the cases, and we'll look at all the doodads and whistles and things like that. I was sort of rushing to get in here. I was busy reading this, Confessions of a Puppet Master. I'm a big fan of Full Moon, and I've been prepping because this is a big week. This is a big week. I'm very busy, and I hope you'll join me for everything because it's gonna get crazy cuckoo times. Not only tomorrow is it me, BC, and Tony is the announcements for Vinegar Syndrome for September. We'll be covering that 5 p.m. my time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you'll join us to discuss whatever the hell's in store for us in September. And then we have to prep for Black Friday because we'll get those announcements down the road. But anyway, so tomorrow, Vinegar Syndrome announcements. Friday, oh yeah. Oh, I clicked it already. There we go. Full Moon Fright Club, the first episode hosted here. We're talking about the movies Arcade and Transfers 2. I'm going to be joined by BC, TC, LD, Lady Shasha from What Did I Just Watch, and Aaron Pin. We'll be talking about Full Moon. Hopefully, we're going to do that once a month, kind of like Voice at the Bottom of the Barrel. And we'll see after I'm done. These are my picks. After I'm done, whoever goes next will have 2 picks, so on and so forth. I hope you'll join us. So I've been doing my research, reading Charlie's book, which is really good, actually. Did you know? Here's a fun fact. This motherfucker cheated on his first wife with Demi Moore. Demi Moore. That's, I mean, that's certainly a feather in his cap, but Jesus. Crazy. Lots of crazy stories like that, which I love. I love it. Oh, man, it's 3 p.m. in Australia. Well, good. I hope you're winding down the rest of your day. I like that very much. Happy to have you here. You know what? I have something special for you guys. An unboxing. Something we've never really done live, but I just got this, and I said, let's do it, bitch! This is like the Wild West of stuff. Oh, some Synapse. Okay, so this came a lot faster than I thought it would. I don't know if any... Ooh, it looks nice. Feels nice. Oh, it's wrapped. Okay. I don't know if anybody else got this. I get the glare off of it. Creature from Black Lake. Look at this thing. Ooh, and the glare sucks. Sorry, guys. I'll go here. Maybe here. Maybe here. There you go. Creature from Black Lake. Some kind of Bigfoot movie. Look at that. I love the back on that. Synapse is just... No, they've done slipcovers before. What am I talking about? Yeah, they just... This was sort of a surprise announcement from what I remember. Barnabas, alright. Barnabas got his copy today also. Oh, man. I hope it's good. I don't know it. Here you go. Less glary with the plastic on. Barnabas has never seen it either. So we shall see. It remains to be seen. Maybe it'll make an appearance on another Bite Curious. I mean, it kind of has to now, right? I like that. A Joy Houck movie. I don't know who that is. But that doesn't mean anything. It might. Hopefully it's a masterful Bigfoot film. Wonderful, old-fashioned monster movie like they used to make. Thoroughly professional. That's always a good thing to hear. Oh, it's quite professional. Audio commentaries, swamp stories with Dean. Oh, motherfuck me. Director of photography Dean Cundy. You might know him. He shot Halloween. That's fucking crazy. Did he really? He did. Wow. He shot this movie. Okay, well. Now I'm a little more interested in it. Honestly, I just picked it up because Bigfoot's on the cover. Anyway, stay tuned. We'll see another thing. Okay. I guess let's get to it. Barnabas says, hopefully no one loses their junk. You know what? I hope they do. I really hope they do, because that's really that's when you know you have a good Bigfoot movie in hand. If you have I still had to talk to Severin about my. Look at this. It's getting worse. I had to talk to them about my Bigfoot. What the hell? What is this? Has anyone else's melded like this? This is not normal, right? Very strange. But anyway, that's melted Bigfoot. The cycle, create and consume. Hello to you. Thank you for being here. Fed says, I guess as long as it's not streakily mutilated, it should be fine. Ooh, sick burn on that movie. If anyone's seen that movie, you know what it's like. Okay. You're not here, or maybe you are here to watch me babble, but let's see. I'm going to go in order of how I organize this. Arrow was nice enough to send me some screeners, so let's... Bubba Fett says, poor Dick Demon, Chuggy keeps beating him up. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe when I leave here, they'll have a battle or something. I don't know. Bigfoot's losing. Anyway, Arrow was nice enough to send me some screeners. So I've got... Actually, I got 3 from Arrow that will be... Well, from MVD that we'll be talking about. Let's start with a double pack. Running Out of Time 1 and 2. I thought this was a time travel movie. It's called Running Out of Time, and look at this cover. I mean, it looks like lasers and electricity and shit. I don't know. Anything can happen. I'm a big Johnny Toe fan. I think he's a fantastic filmmaker. I was not familiar with this movie, so I was excited. Well, there's movies. I should say there's 2 of them. So I said, okay, let's jump. Let me please send me a screener. because I would like to see it. And I saw it, and I'll give you my thoughts in a moment, but I will show you all the packaging because that's part of the getting the product in hand. You get a nice slipcover. It is paper, nothing, you know, rigid. It's like the typical Arrow thing. You got the thing, it opens up like a thing, and then you got the movies in there that are like a thing as well. And it comes with a whole bunch of little things in here. You get, ironically, it's not a mini poster, it's an advertisement for their streaming service, but it's for the movie itself. I've never had that happen before, but I thought it was like, oh, you get like a little postcard. Then you get a little booklet, which is very little, surprisingly little. That's from part 2. I'm guessing it's just one essay by David West, and I'll just flip through it real quick. You know, your typical booklet about the film and all that good stuff. I'll be honest, I have not read it. But then again, these movies didn't blow me away. Will you ever try to conduct an interview with Bill Lustig? You know, Bill Lustig is in one of my actually my only documentary. And I worked with him on a Blu-ray release for the movie Get Mean. If you guys know that movie, Spaghetti Western. I edited one of the special features on that. Bill's a very nice guy. It's 100% possible I can get him on, yeah. I don't know when or where, but it's possible. And actually, we'll be talking about Blue Underground pretty soon. Okay, let's do it. By curious, are you curious about running out of time? Well, let's discuss part 1, and then you tell me. Running Out of Time runs 1 hour and 33 minutes. An interesting little cat and mouse thriller that suffers from a lack of stakes and clearly defined rules. I'm a big fan of the director, and one thing about this movie that is consistent is that his films are not boring. This one clips along at a steady, exciting pace, but I wouldn't call it a big action movie. This is the story of a jewelry thief who, for some reason, ropes a police negotiator into a game that will help him nab a priceless necklace. Why did he need this cop? You know, it's never 100% clear. If it was explained, I completely missed it. Now, I didn't outright love it, but I didn't hate it either. It's just okay and not any better because there never seems to be a major threat or worry. And the cat and mouse elements never seem to put our heroes in any kind of real danger or add weight to what's happening on the screen. All that's to say that the film feels pretty light and it almost sloppy. I mean, there's a focus there and there's a satisfying conclusion, but the film overall, I don't know. I wasn't sure what kind of movie it was. Is it a heist movie? Is it a cops and robbers movie? Is it a spy movie? Is it a time travel movie? It's not time travel, by the way. Spoiler alert. It's just a movie about a career criminal who, for some reason, is targeting this cop, which is still unclear to me. 3 stars for Running Out of Time, Part 1. It's just okay to me. It's just okay to me. It didn't set the world on fire, unfortunately. OGP in the house. What's up, man? Good to have you here, and hope you're well. I'll be seeing you soon. Well, actually, on the 14th. That's right. I'll be doing that. All right, let's move on. Running out of time. Did anybody get this? I'm curious. Everybody watching live or anybody watching afterwards, drop it in the chat. Let me know if you've not the chat, whatever, the comment box. That's what it's called. Let me know if you've gotten that movie or this set, because I know Eureka put it out at one point, but let me know if you've gotten this and what your thoughts are on it. Let's talk about part 2, which is way stupider. Oh my god, it's so stupid, but let me explain why. Running Out of Time 2 from I don't remember the year is 1 hour and 36 minutes. The sequel is basically a carbon copy of the first movie, only lamer. Some random dude is demanding money from some business lady, and for some reason, he wrangles the same cop into another cat and mouse game for no reason whatsoever. There's a goofball scene where the cops are trying to chase an eagle through the city to track the bad guy down, and that eagle factors into the cheesiest scene ever where the bad guy is driving down the street and the fucking CG eagle is circling his car. It looks like something out of Birdemic. And even a lamer scene than that has the good guy and the bad guy doing a bicycle race down the street to decide whether or not the cop will arrest him. Now, if this were an American movie, the cop would just punch the fucking dude in the face and take him to jail, not challenge him to a bicycle race. This is a direct sequel with Inspector Ho returning, but Andy Lau is sorely missed here, and I won't go into details as to why, because that would be spoilers. I wouldn't really call this one an action movie or a suspense thriller. It feels more like a scavenger hunt, and kind of like the scavenger hunt stuff from Die Hard with a Vengeance, but without the big action set pieces and shootouts and explosions. It wasn't boring, but it also wasn't good, and I didn't really give a shit. It's one of those unbelievable movies where everything seems to work out perfectly for the tricky criminal, even though it would be logically implausible for that to happen. I understand it's a movie and you have to give it some leeway, but this movie goes above and beyond and being way too unbelievable. Now, this isn't a spoiler, but it pissed me off, so bear with me. After the cops retrieve the stolen artifacts that the criminal is asking big bucks for, they still try to give the moron the ransom money. Why? Why is that? Now, maybe they were trying to lure him out into the open, but who gives a shit? He gave the stuff back. Anyway, it still boggles me why they would pay him for the stuff that he stole if they already got it back. Anyway, stupid garbage. At the end, we get a bullshit CG tightrope sequence that is honestly the icing on the moron cake. This movie is way too goofy. As a matter of fact, I would even say it's laughably stupid. Now, maybe I'm being rough on it, but it's really dumb. Really dumb. Like, the whole CG eagle thing, that this bad guy, he trains eagles, and he's got like an eagle sidekick. It's another one of those movies like, what does this guy want? What is happening here? What is any of this? And then the fact that it's almost a scene for scene rip off of the first movie, pathetic. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that they decided to put them together, because I don't think anybody would have bought them separate. Let's take a look at the reversible slip, which there you go. Makes it look a little more interesting, but still, like, they never wear blindfolds. That has nothing to do with the movie. Look, I still love the director. I think Johnny To is amazing, and his films are fantastic. Breaking News is a masterpiece movie. If you haven't seen Breaking News, oh my god, fantastic. Running Time has a terrible script. Both movies actually suffer from this. The first one is just slightly more watchable, but not by much. I don't think I gave stars for 2 yet, so I'm going to go 2. 2 stars for Running Out of Time, Part 2. Look, doesn't that look like a time travel movie? Look at that shit. That would have been way better. What's with the lightning and stuff? What is that? Well, I'm not going to judge a book by its cover anymore. I'm done. Okay. Moving on with the reviews. Bubba said he got the Eureka version. Awesome, man. I wonder how different they are. They might be the same thing, but who knows? Okay, now a movie I really love. One that I think is just fantastic. And, well, I guess we'll do the cover first. Flatliners 4K. Look at this thing. Oh, my God. Actually, I didn't even realize it was 4K until I opened it up. But look, I love this artwork. It's beautiful. It is 4K. Oh, man. Love it. I don't think there's a reversible, but I'll check for you. Of course there is. The original artwork, which is very memorable. I actually think I even had a poster of that. I'll put that on there. I think I had a poster of that in my room back in the day. I don't. I'm pretty sure I did. I love this movie. When it first came out, it blew me away, and it's been a while. Been a while since I've seen it. So I was very happy to have, like, very happy to revisit this movie. Fett says he wants to get the blue. Barnabas says, "Oh yeah, today's a good day to die." Yes, in the spirit of the movie, yes. Bubba says his favorite Johnny Toe movie is The Mission. Not sure if I've seen that one. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, Flatliners, a masterpiece. You know what? I didn't talk about the special features, but if you guys are interested in the special features of anything, let me know, and especially if you're watching live. I mean, only if you're watching live. Let me know, and I'll go through the special features real quick. It's kind of dark in here, but I'll read as much as I can of the special features. Oh, there's a booklet in here. Okay, see? So it's a Edge of Insanity, which, by the way, super sucks. And it's an advertisement, so it's weird. Yeah, I got that. It just happened to be the same movie. I'm going to keep this out. Alright, you get a booklet. Lovely booklet here. A little thicker than Running Out of Time. And this has, I'm going to guess, 2 essays. I was correct. An essay by Amanda Reyes, and then an essay by Peter Tonguet. Tonguet. An interesting name. Tonge. Oh, look at that. That's a cool spread. That's what she said. Look at that. Lots of extra material to take to the bathroom with you. Now, let's face it, that's what it's for. Barnabas says, the kid in the show scared the hell out of me back in the day. The kid in the show? What show are we talking about? Am I still welcome here if I don't buy physical media? I don't really buy digital. No, of course you're welcome. Everybody, all are welcome. As Tangina, right? That's her name, from Poltergeist says. All are welcome. Come on, hang out. As long as you're cool, we're cool, man. I think sometimes we all just need someone to talk to. Don't you agree? I do agree. Oh, in the movie. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yes, Billy was creepy as hell, and it's funny how they turned it around story-wise, but we won't give that away. Anyway, let's talk about Flatliners, a movie that, if you haven't seen it, you need to see. However, my good friend BC hated it. Anyway, Flatliners, let's talk about it. Flatliners runs 1 hour and 54 minutes. Directed by Joel Schumacher and shot by Jan de Bont, who would go on to direct Speed, this medical horror film is, in my opinion, a masterpiece. 5 medical student buddies attempt to cross the threshold into death and return with the knowledge of the other side, only to bring something back with them that isn't very pleasant. It's a solid, simple concept that unleashes a Pandora's box of grief, regret, repressed guilt, and childhood traumas. This is an excellently made film, one that is never boring, and it looks spectacular on 4K. I love the look of this movie in general. It's just breathtaking. The rich, warm colors, the European-style Gothic architecture, and the way the camera glides. It feels like absolute poetry to me. And it deserves to be watched. As a matter of fact, I think it demands to be watched. You need to get your hands on this movie. And I love the way they delicately told the story. They could have gone full horror, and for the most part, they do. But they also tried to tell a human side and show the cause and effect of where we are in our life. Without giving anything away, the way the movie ends might be disappointing to some people, but I think it just speaks to the overall message. The overall message of hope. And, death is scary. Death is a scary, scary thing. And they could have easily done, the creepy... I mean, they do, for most of the movie, creepy kind of Jacob's Ladder, David Lynchian weirdness kind of thing happening. But ultimately, the message of the movie is hope and the power of forgiveness and the power of moving forward. Holy crap. That's amazing. For a movie to do that, to make that decision, is pretty powerful and rewarding and makes it rewatchable. Now, listen to me. I'm not a big 4K guy. I'm not a big proponent of 4K. I don't like the 4K upgrades. None of that shit. This fucking movie looks exceptional in 4K. Mwah! Gorgeous. Beautiful. It will blow your mind. through your asshole. But in a good way. You'll like that feeling. It looks so good. I mean, the movie is shot like a masterpiece, like a painting. Jean de Bont used all these rich colors, warm tones, and I mean, and then like one scene will be really blue, then another scene will be really orange. It kind of takes place during Halloween, so there's like that kind of aura to it. It's so good and rewarding, and one that, at the end of the day, it's one of those really worthy movies, because we don't have that many horror movies that are worthy of rewatching and revisiting and speaking about and pontificating about. 5 stars. 5 stars for Flatliners. I loved it. I've always loved it, and I'm glad to have it on 4K. Thank you, MVD, for sending it my way. Saving me a little coin there. Love it. Get it. It'll make you happy. Barnabas says, BC, no, it's a good one. I know. I don't know. Professor Grimm says, how can somebody not like this movie? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it is what it is. Love this movie. John says, this and Stir of Echoes. That's a good one, too. Yeah. That is a very good one, too. And a really good book. Richard Matheson, I believe. Good. Yeah. Good stuff. Okay. What is next? I don't even know. I have to look at my list real quick. I'm technically doing 7 movies because running out of time 1 and 2. But only 6 discs. I almost said 6 dicks, but it's late. Although I still have the rest of the night ahead of me. What are you guys doing for the rest of the night? Let me know in the comments. After this, I have to go watch the fuck is it called? The Idol, Unmasking the Idol, the VSA. Gotta do that. I gotta prep for the Full Moon reviews. I gotta watch that. I've gotta watch the Forgotten Gialli box set. So I'm busy. I'm busy for the rest of the night. But tomorrow, actually, depending on when you're watching this, I hope you'll join me, because I'll be doing a lot of stuff this week. Like I said, it's busy. I'm going to try and grab it if I can find it. There it is. I'll be doing another watch-along, which is really more a live commentary track tomorrow, Wednesday, August 31st, for Nightmare on Elm Street 2. It's a watch party, so you have to watch it at home. I can't show it on YouTube. But I'll be talking about the movie. I'll be, like we did with the first one. I basically didn't shut up the whole time. I was giving a live commentary, talk about the actors, facts about the movie. I read a really lengthy interview about Wes Craven and Robert Englund, talking about the film and the career and his career and things like that. So it's essentially a live commentary track, but we set it to the movie. I'll watch the movie, you watch the movie, and if I see, I love that scene or whatever. It's gonna be fun because part 2 is a really weirdo movie, so we're gonna be able to really blow it out on that one. Bubba Fett's tapping out. It's okay, buddy. Get some rest. I'm glad you are here. Barnabas says, I'm playing your videos nonstop, trying to help out with 4K hours. Thank you, Barnabas. I really appreciate it. I'll give you guys an update. Where's my phone? I'll give you guys an update. Right now we are at. Loading right now. Boom. We're at 779 subscribers. Not everybody who's watched that farewell video has tagged over. I don't know what happened, but that one almost has 2,000 views, and we're under 1,000 here. It is what it is. And then in terms of views, we have 1.7K. So yeah, we're close, but not close enough. We gotta keep grinding. Gotta keep grinding, and I appreciate your support very much, everybody. I really appreciate that. John is gonna watch the Boris Karloff thriller. Oh, nice. The TV show. I like that show. Professor Grimm says, I'm working my way through some of my VS back catalog. Don't know what yet. Nice. Well, if you do, come back and leave it in the comments. Okay, next movie. Let's get groovy. This is a partner label title, and one that sold out like fucking hotcakes. It's insane. It's one of those weird ass things. Like, everyone went nuts when this was announced, and I said, well, the worst comes to worst, I can resell it if I don't like it. Which, by the way, I might be doing. Let's talk about Jack B. Nimble, starring Alexis Arquette. This is an Australian movie, New Zealand movie, one of those. Forgive me, I don't know exactly the country of origin. Jack B. Nimble. Beautiful slipcover. Look at this thing. Exquisite. The back is just as nice. It's about a brother and sister. I'll tell you about the plot in a second, but let me show you the packaging, because the packaging is part of the fun. I mean, at the end of the day, most people buy shit for the packaging. Hey, Jason. I'm glad you're here. I love having your support, brother. Thank you so much. Okay, Jack B. Nimble. Here is the M-rate case. It's a film by Garth Maxwell. Opens up like so, and you have the disc right there. I'll show you the little picture. It's quite interesting. This movie was kind of sold as like a witchcraft kind of movie, and it really isn't. But I'll tell you about that in a second. This was Deaf Crocodile? Altered Innocence, of course. I could have, of course, realized that. Okay. Jack B. Nimble, Jack B. Quick. Jack jumped over a pile of dicks. Jack B. Nimble. The movie runs, I forgot to write it down, but I guess it doesn't really matter. It says it runs 50 minutes, but that's another movie. There's two movies on here, which we'll talk about in a minute. 96 minutes. Jack B. Nimble runs 96 minutes. Jack and Dora, a brother and sister separated at an orphanage, reconnect in order to find their birth parents, only to run afoul of Jack's foster family, who wants revenge for something very naughty that Jack did. Dora also happens to be a psychic, which doesn't really factor into the plot and just acts like icing on the cake, but it does play into the fantastical finale that seems like it's from another movie. This was essentially a family drama with a couple of shocking moments, but I wouldn't call it a horror movie or anything remotely close to that. The ending makes absolutely no sense and isn't very satisfying, making this one a really weird experience overall. But to be fair, not an experience that I hated. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. As a matter of fact, it's one of those movies that's like, what? What is this? You know, but it is a good story. It's a solid story. It's a family story. You know, a brother and sister separated at birth. They're orphans. They find each other late in life. They want to find... Actually, they're not orphaned. They're just abandoned because their parents suck. Their parents really fucking suck. That's part of the plot. But anyway, they're abandoned. They get adopted by separate families. They find each other again, and they're looking for their birth parents, only to be disappointed. But that's not even the plot of the movie. That's what the bulk of the movie is. It's a very strange plot. It's not a witch movie. It's kind of a psychic thriller, but not really. It's just kind of one of those things where like, oh, and she has psychic powers. The end. Kind of a thing. And that's not a spoiler. I didn't really give anything away. Jack B. Nimble is not great, but not terrible. I'm going to go with an okay. So 3 stars for Jack B. Nimble. I wonder if anybody picked this up. I mean, it's sold out, but has anybody watched it? That's the how do you do. This also comes with a second movie, a gay romance titled Beyond Gravity. I didn't watch it. It's 50 minutes long, and it's brought to you by Anus Films. Moving on. Let's go to another partner label. I like partner labels. I think partner labels have been doing the Lord's work. When you look at the stuff they're putting out, it's very much like a Criterion, but also a Criterion that's kind of hipper and weirder. Obviously, there's a lot of misses, but there's a lot of hits. And right now, Deaf Crocodile is my favorite. Paul says he can't wait for the Hot Snake Guns and Guts review. Never heard of them. Never seen them. Never heard of them. Paul, since you're here late with me, I'm going to let you in on a secret. Well, everybody watching. I loved them so fucking much. Hot Snake Guns and Guts, fan-fucking-tastic. They're both going to get 4 stars. Review for, by the way, that's something I had to do tonight. I got to edit that. Hot Snake review coming out tomorrow. Amazing! Amazing. The best thing Vinegar Cinemas put out. So 100% everybody get it. But wait for a sale. But get it. Fucking loved it. Anyway, John Smith says maybe Bad Robot is Australian because their endings don't make sense either. Oh, that's a good one. Nice one. I like that one. That's a good burn. I love it. Let's see. Australian movies often have terrible endings. Yeah, I don't know why they do that, but that's just how they get there. Cycle says you will get there. We need you to be a leader and representative for Nerdom. Well, thank you. It's a big responsibility, but I'll do what I can. Gay like the Flintstones gay? I don't know. I didn't see it, but I'm guessing it's gay like Brokeback Mountain gay. Something like that. Brian, what's up, man? Called it. Yeah, dude. Awesome. Barnabas grabbed them. Great. Now I'm excited. I have to get it now. So good, guys. Oh, I mean, unbelievable. I'm not gonna. And again, in the reviews, I don't really give a lot of the plot because the plot would really kind of take away some of the magic. Fucking good. Anyway, what the hell are we talking about? Let's talk about Deaf Crocodile. Everybody's favorite crocodile with a hearing problem. Deaf Crocodile. Of course, I'm talking about Alexander Pichko. Close enough. Sampo. I love. I'm blanking on the name of the first one. Oh my god, and I loved it so much. It's taking away the power. What was the first release? Those watching live. Gosh, I'm blanking on the name. It'll come to me. Anyway, this is their second Russian restoration from Alexander Pichko. And while the plot isn't as good as the first one, the name, which I'm blanking on right now, but I fucking loved it. It's an interesting film and it looks glorious. Ilya Muromets, thank you. Yes, Ilya Muromets. How can I forget that? I see autocorrect. You were a victim of autocorrect. Ilya Muromets, good fucking movie. I think that's a way better film. But Sampo looks beautiful. Beautiful. Don't make any fucking sense, but it looks beautiful. Let me open it up for you. This is the inside. You get a booklet, which we will flip through. You don't get a reversible, but you do get... Let's go like that. There you go. Kind of a little artwork in there. Just a nice little thing. I like that. It's a little something. You know, it's... Now whenever I open up a case and it's just black, I'm like, oh... Okay, you know, it's a little disappointing, right? Isn't that weird how we sort of accept cool shit? Anyway, here's the booklet. That's the wizard guy. Oh no, what's that called? He's the guy who makes the swords. I'm blanking on the name. Anyway, Dennis Bartok. It does an introduction. He's the guy who owns Deaf Crocodile. And then we get this, which I'm guessing was in Ilya, but I don't really read the books. Fairy Tale Landscapes of Alexander Pichko. Russia Fantastique Part 2, and it looks like it's all just one. Oh my freaking god! Looks like this is amazing. Looks like a reproduction from a book about Alexander Pichko's films. Look at that shit behind the scenes and shit. Oh man, that's great. Some nice poster work there. This is really neat. I actually didn't know that it was like this. Just like a yeah, it's like they're reproducing it from a book about Russian fantasy films? That's fucking cool. If I had the time, I would read it. Because I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. Let's... Vince, I agree. Both movies are like great paintings come to life. And I'm excited to see the third one, which I know... And I thought they were going to release it in a box set. They said the title, but I'm blanking on that one right now. It's too late. It's late. It's been a tough day. Dealt with a lot. I'm sure you guys have dealt with a lot. Anywho... without further ado, how long is Sampo? 91 minutes. Look at that shit. All right, let's talk about Sampo. Sampo runs 91 minutes from 1959. This highly imaginative Russian fantasy film with a surprisingly small-scale story that involves people just coming and going. Sorry about that. I tripped over my words. I was reading it weird. I apologize. Let me go back. This is why when I do my Master Chaos Theaters, there's a lot of editing involved. Every time I cut to a different close-up or something, I fucked up, so I had to change it. So, okay. Let's start again. Here we go. The power of live. This is a highly imaginative Russian fantasy film with a surprisingly small-scale story that involves people just coming and going from one island to another to defeat a stereotypical witch who wants a Sampo, which is apparently a magic glowing rock that makes gold coins and wheat or something. Story-wise, it didn't wow me, but visually, it's a feast. And honestly, we're here for the visuals, we're here for the restoration, and we're here for the craftsmanship. This is not an easy movie to make by any means. Sampo is a movie that you can tell people cared about every moment of its production. So much goes into the clothing, the sets, the design, the whatever the fuck a Sampo is. There's so much that makes this movie so special that even if the story's a little weak and a little disappointing, you know what? I'm not going to bust the movie's balls over a shitty plot. And maybe this, I don't know, I haven't done the research. Maybe this is like a famous fairy tale. I mean, I'm guessing it is. That's kind of what Pitchko was doing. A famous Russian fairy tale about this magic wheat rock. But to me, it feels a little goofy. And the lack of plot progression in terms of what we're doing. I hate when a movie goes back and forth. I hate that. But I did visually like it, and I think that was enough to get me over the hump of having troubles with the plot. I'm going to go 4 stars with Sampo, even though it sounded like I was going to hate on it, but 4 stars. It's a good movie. It looks great. The acting is really strong. You know, I really enjoyed it. There's stakes, there's satisfying elements, there's all that good stuff I really like. Yeah, the simple issue that it's very repetitive. It is what it is. I mean, that's just the mechanics of the movie. I didn't show you the back of the slip, did I? Look at that. Look at that crazy witch. She's the one who kidnaps this lovely... That's not a lady. Where's the lady? I thought she was on the cover. Well, the lovely lady's not on here. But anyway, she kidnaps a lovely lady, holds her hostage, and then her boyfriend and her brother have to sail the seas to rescue her. And to do that, they have to make a Sampo for this witch, and then they'll let her go. Sampo, yeah, very, very strange, but 4 stars, man. I liked it, and I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to to the future ones there. John says, if you have a Russian fantasy, you need to ask God for forgiveness. Sure. They tried to keep it simple and went full-blown Sampo. They had to. Yeah, I agree. Night Watch was pretty bad. The Russian Night Watch, terrible. Oh my god. Solaris is really good. Tarkovsky is really great. In general, I didn't like Mirror, but Stalker is really good. You have to sort of allow it to happen to you. It's not very clear as to what's happening, but it's visually really interesting. So, yeah. It's not for everybody, though. But Stalker's a unique little film. Okay, moving on. I hope everybody's doing well. Let me grab... Oh, we're almost at an hour. That's crazy. Haunted Mansion Cup. I just went to Spirit Halloween with the kids. Spirit Halloween looks amazing. We might do a Spirit Halloween video or two. We'll see what happens. I have to figure it out. Okie dokie. Oh, by the way, my movie's progressing well. I just looked at an edit last night. I gave notes. It looks like they still want to get it out by the release date. Which, by the way, release date is in a month. 1 freaking month from today, the 30th. I don't know how that's possible. We haven't scored the movie. Harry Manfredini is supposed to do that, but we haven't given him a movie yet, so he hasn't had a chance to do that. We haven't done special effects. I don't know how we do it. I'll keep you posted, though. I'll keep you posted. Brian says he just went to Spirit with the kiddos as well. Nice. We try to go at least twice a week. Well, it says, damn, 4 stars. Yeah, it's a really good movie. As long as you can forgive the flimsy plot. John says, I want to see your film. Awesome, thank you. I hope you guys enjoy it. You know, it's hard to look at it objectively, honestly, but it's tough. It's tough to make a movie. That's why I think I'm a good critic for other people's movies, but it's hard for me to, watch my own movies because I'm like, we gotta fix that. Oh, no, we gotta, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. It's hard, it's nerve-wracking to watch your own piece of work. Oof. Yeah. Anyway, next movie. Let's get our butts probed with the UFO Incident. I'm tossing this one in as an extra. I didn't include this in the thumbnail. Just a little extra for those of you watching at home that are giving me watch time and helping a brother out. This is a Kino Lorber release, which is exciting. Not the coolest looking slipcover. It's basically just like a poster, but a slipcover is a slipcover. I appreciate that. You get a commentary here from Gary Goraini and a feature-length documentary featuring but not about fucking UFOs, but about the composer. Huh? What? The composer's name is Billy Goldenberg. Yeah, I guess I assume he did the music for this. I don't know. So there's a feature-length documentary on the composer and an audio commentary by some guy. A filmmaker historian. I'm not familiar with the name. I wish there was some UFO shit on here. Anyway, this is a movie that freaked my ass out when I was a kid. I saw this on TV back in the day. I don't know if it was when it was initially released. Probably not. But when the hell did this come out? 1975? So no, I was not born then. So whenever it aired on TV, I caught it. I loved UFO stuff. UFO Incident? What the shit is that? I gotta see that. This is the true story of a pair of people. I'm going to show you one second. This is Betty and Barney Hill. They wrote a book called The Interrupted Journey. I guess they wrote it with their hypnotherapist, but this is the real couple, an interracial couple, which was a big deal at the time. And they were abducted by aliens, or so they claim. Now, I'm a big believer in this shit, so I believe them. You know what? I really do believe that this actually happened. Luke says he just picked up the movie. Keen to check it out. Sucker for alien abductions. I don't know if I'm a sucker for it, but I like the topic. Number one fear: being abducted by aliens while also being eaten by sharks. Both. I hate them equally. Awful. Luke says, grind time. Can you start your score without a cut? Ask for different themes that will suit elements. That's not the way we'd like to work. I mean, usually you can just grab music and just place it, and that's what we do for temp scoring when you're editing. But you want to give the composer the finished movie so they can look at the movie and say, okay, so this cue starts here and ends there, ends here, starts there. So it's more fluid so that you don't have to edit the music. I know, obviously, it's two different people, so we'll be working concurrently. We're supposed to lock this fucking week, so hopefully we can. I don't know. I've given my last notes. It is what it is. I'll leave it with the universe at this point. Hopefully the special effects don't suck. I have no power over that. Fingers crossed. UFO Incident. The inside is pretty plain Jane. Again, I hate when it's just an empty case. It's kind of boring. It is what it is. I really don't like the Kino Lorber discs. The artwork is really dull, but whatever. UFO Incident. Let's talk about it. It's a TV movie and it's a creepy one, but is it a good one? Let's find out. UFO Incident. This is an interesting TV movie about the harrowing alien abduction that Betty and Barney Hill experienced. The material is great, and maybe it's due to the constraints of a TV movie budget, but the film is handled almost like a play. The characters sit around and talk, and we get flashbacks to the events, but it all feels a little too stagey and dull, and nothing is as visually charged as it should be due to the awkward framing device of the hypnotized narrators. We don't even get an accurate finale, which feels like a cop-out, and I wish they had explored Betty and Barney's acceptance of what happened instead of leaving it up in the air as to whether or not it did happen at all. They do offer a postscript about the map that Betty drew, so I did like that angle. The aliens look super goofy, almost like Mr. Magoo, but it still offers some chilling moments. I'm not a fan of the aliens. As you can see them there, they look a little goof, and then when there's close-ups of the aliens' faces, you see like the actors wearing the mask, you see their pupils behind it. Maybe that was the effect, that they kind of make it look like, really thick Coke bottle glasses, make your pupils look big. Maybe that was the idea, but it looked a little dumb. It looked like, were we supposed to see You know, the stunt performer behind there? Because I don't know. It looks a little weird. The most interesting thing about the UFO incident and the Betty and Barney Hill case is that map. I mentioned it real briefly. They touch on it in the movie. She, from memory, drew a map that she saw on the spaceship. And it's just like squiggles and some dots. And she goes, they said this is their galaxy. It wasn't until, and I forget I don't know how I have all the facts, so I apologize. It wasn't until much, much later in the 90s or something like that where telescopes or whatever satellites were able to map different portions of the galaxy, and her exact map matches a picture of a galaxy, and there's no way she would have been able to reconstruct that map, star map situation without having some kind of knowledge, of the universe. So that's amazing. That is super creepy. And I love that. I love that little thing. And they went on to officially believe that they were abducted. The movie kind of leaves it up in the air. Like, well, maybe. Who knows? Maybe it was just a dream. But they did eventually go to accept that we've been abducted. And they became, big figures. I mean, these guys were very, very big in the UFO world. And they were the face of alien abductions for such a long time. Which is pretty powerful stuff. Because I mean, thousands of people have claimed to be abducted, so it's hard to discount. Let's see. John Smith, the aliens are from Uranus. Potentially. Is it on YouTube? John says it's on YouTube, so hopefully we'll see. Paul says he loved the scary video episodes. Oh, thanks. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna do maybe every other Saturday or maybe every Saturday. We'll see, because I can't do Let's Watches anymore. So I might do. I love Super Scary Saturday. That stuff's so fun, and I like to do it now, like at night when everybody's asleep and it's kind of creepy. Ooh, look. I just noticed my curtains moving back there. I know it's the air conditioning, but let's see right there. The curtain's moving. Keep an eye out. If you see little creepy faces popping out, let me know, because then I will move really friggin' fast. Kino's churning out TV movies lately. They are. A lot of TV movies, which is, I don't know, maybe they got a deal? Maybe they're trying to beat Vinegar Syndrome? I don't know. Anyway, 3 stars, UFO Incident. It's not as good as I remember it. It was not as good as I remember. It felt a little too stagey. Like I said, it felt like a play. Yeah, 3 stars. It's just okay. It's not super creepy. Don't expect it to be super exciting or scary. It's not a very scary movie. It's not like Communion, which I think is fucking insanely scary. But it's just okay. 3 stars. UFO Incident, little extra there from Kino. And let's talk about our last movie here as well. Well, we're closing in on a full hour. Thank you for watching. Everybody watching, give me a thumbs up. Do me that favor. And if you like these late night streams, maybe I'll do them more often. Maybe it's easier for people to tune in when things are a little quieter in the night. I know it is. It's easier for me. Kids are asleep, and I can just focus on talking about crazy movies. Anyway. Woo, it's loose. What the fuck? Hold on. What the fucking crap? Okay. That was my fault. I'm not gonna blame MVD or whoever, because I just watched it. So anyway, John rates a UFO Incident at 3 anal probes. Alrighty, Friday. Let's talk about our last movie of the night. God Told Me to 4K. Larry Cohen's most bizarre movie. I mean, if you've seen it, you've got to agree with me. This thing is fucking strange. Super strange. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, because I feel it would take away anything you would gain from this movie. So I'm not gonna really tell you what the movie's about. As a matter of fact, I'm literally just going to read the description on the back, because as long as it doesn't give anything away. It doesn't, which is smart. Let's talk about God Told Me To. Let's look at the packaging. Here is the slip. Nice, just papery kind of slip. Nothing too funky. Emery case, your standard. situation. You get a blue and a fork. And do we get a reversey? We do. I remember I had a VHS with that cover. Back in the day, that's the first time I saw that. I want to say Anchor Bay? Anchor Bay put it out? Something like that? Anchor Bay put it out. I think that's who it was. Anyway, Anchor Bay and Blue Underground are kind of the same movie. Brian says he loves the late night streams. Kids go down around 8:30 and then I can actually hop on live. Oh, good. Well, it's good to know. Okay, great. I'm glad. John says God made me buy it already. Well, good. I hope you enjoyed. God, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice with 4K, shame on me. I can't argue with that. Let's talk. God told me to. The weirdest movie ever made, in my humble opinion. Well, not probably weirdest, but strangest Larry Cohen movie for sure. A rooftop sniper guns down 14 pedestrians on the streets of New York City. A mild-mannered dad takes a shotgun and blows away his wife and children. A cop goes on a sudden shooting spree at the St. Patrick's Day parade. Let me stop for a minute to tell you what you should be paying attention to. When you watch this movie, there is a cameo in here by Andy Kaufman. Man on the Moon, Andy Kaufman. He plays that cop in the St. Patrick's Day parade. He's a crazy cop shooter. And it's one of those, like, what the... Is that Andy fucking Kaufman? Yeah! That's Andy fucking Kaufman. What's he doing in this movie? I don't know. But he's in it. Anyway, continue with the plot. Alright, what the fuck was I? Okay. And each of these unlikely killers makes the same dying confession. God told me to. Now a repressed Catholic NYPD detective, played by Tony LoBianco, must uncover another world of deranged faith, alien insemination, let me repeat, alien insemination, and his own unholy connection to a homicidal messiah with a perverse plan for the soul of mankind. Written, produced, and directed by Larry Cohen, this critically acclaimed cult classic remains one of the most disturbing and thought-provoking horror films of our time, and the film runs 90 minutes. Thought-provoking horror film? Maybe. It's such a strange movie, and it's a movie that I kind of want to, like... It's kind of one of those movies where you either love it or hate it, and I know BC and I initially loved this movie when we first discovered it. Revisiting here on 4K, which, by the way, does not need 4K whatsoever. Because it's just not shot that way. It's shot very, the way Larry Cohen shoots a movie. Larry Cohen doesn't really shoot stuff like Flatliners. His stuff is really street and without permits and grungy and, run and gun. So 4K doesn't really do much here. Until you get to the Richard Lynch character, which I won't talk about here. I will say I worked with Richard. He's an amazing guy. A really difficult person at times, but a lovely human being and a wonderful actor. He was in my second movie. I love Richard Lynch. Rest in peace, Richard. I only got to work with him once, but he was he came through. He played my bad guy, and he did a fantastic job. And I was very honored to be able to say I shared screen time with him because I played the lead in that just to save money. And also, it's nice to be the lead actor. Anyway, Richard Lynch is amazing. Debbie Rochon played my wife, by the way. Different story. I made out with a girl with huge boobs in that one. Anyway, different story for another time. God told me to 4K. You don't need it. You don't really need it, in my opinion. It's not one that I think is going to change your life. If you haven't seen it, I think it's worth a watch. Do you need it on 4K? No. No, you do not. 2 stars. I know it's got a lot of love, but it doesn't work for me. I found it really boring. And when you get to the plot, what the fuck, man? Did Larry Cohen have a stroke? It makes absolutely no sense to me. When you figure out what this movie's about, you're like, this is insanity. What? I almost want to tell you what Richard Lynch... Richard Lynch has something weird in his stomach. And I remember seeing that and thinking, Whoever wrote this movie is high on the purest crack the world could ever make. 2 stars. God told me to. Yeah, it doesn't need a 4K, but I think if you get a chance to watch it somewhere streaming or you have a DVD of it, check it out. It's not bad. But, for a one-time watch, just to get that what the fuck out of the way, but I doubt it's one you'll revisit. Barnabas says, thanks for the non-spoiler. Own it, but haven't watched it yet. Yeah, I will not, I will not divulge what happens, although I really want to. I really want to tell you what happens in it. Just to warn people, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. What's the title? I'm interested. Oh, my film, it was called Corpses Are Forever. And I don't know if it's available anywhere, but it was initially released through the Asylum. They didn't make it. They just put it out. That's actually how I connected with them, and now I'm making movies with them. Corpses Are Forever. I love that movie. I had a lot of fun with it. Shot on 35mm, which is amazing. One and only time got to shoot on 35. Love it. John says he agrees. I was sure I'd put you on the spot with my impression. Yes, Craig, high-end religion or something like that. Yeah, it's just kind of whatever. Blucka, what's up? I hope you're having a pleasant evening, my friend. We're actually winding down. That's it. Hey, this actually worked out pretty good. I think I'll do this again. It's much more fun to do these live than it is pre-recording at home. Here's the stack, Jack. This is what we talked about today. Is everything here? Everything is here. A mixed bag, but a couple of great films and then a couple of kind of whatever movies that, for better or worse, exist. I'm actually going to give BC God Told Me To, because I think he'll enjoy it. He'll get a kick out of it. Blacka asks, what's the highest FPS a studio camera can go nowadays? I don't know. You would have to ask my DP on that stuff. But I mean, I wouldn't mess with any. I really hate high frame rate, so 24 is as far as I will go. But and a studio camera is any camera. And nowadays, a studio camera is a red camera. Most people have, most DPs have their own. So, yeah, red camera, Alexas, they can shoot pretty high, but I can't give you a number. Flix, what's up? Currently at work, but just dropped in to give a thumbs up and say, long live Master Chaos. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Are you at work? Is it early for you or late for you? You a night shift, graveyard shift kind of person? Like I said, it's good to see the channel getting back up there. Keep up the grind, brother. I will, my man. Thank you for your support. Barnabas says, like button smash. Please do. Please, please, everyone, smash the shit out of it. Kubrick in the house. What's up, Kubrick? It is 11 p.m. currently. We've spent a good hour or so talking about a handful of films. And I think I'm gonna do this again. I think once I have a stack of shit that I don't want to necessarily go through. It's mainly screeners, because I luckily get some screeners and I need to make time to watch them and pop them all in front of people's cameras. People's faces. Sorry, it's late. I'm tired. Night shift. Don't get off till 7 a.m. Oh man. Well, I'm glad to keep you company. Are you dealing with dead bodies, or is it just like, I don't know, hospital? I wonder, because I was curious, but I've always wanted to have a night shift job. If anything, for just one night. I mean, I'm a ghost hunter, so I was like, wouldn't it be great to have like a night shift at like a cemetery? It'd be probably fucking scary as hell. But or like at a mall. Yeah, man, that'd be interesting. Have a night shift at a mall. I probably won't give you a gun for that. No, you probably won't. I'll give you a stick or something. Can't really fight off demons with a stick. You'll have to improvise. Hopefully there's a gun store. By the way, did you guys know? Completely off topic, but sort of on topic. Dawn of the Dead is getting a 3D release in theaters for Halloween. Absolutely happening. I already got my tickets. It's October 28th through the 31st. Select theaters. I want to say Regal theaters only. Dawn of the Dead in 3D. Hell yeah, I gotta do that. I absolutely gotta go. I'm taking the family. Little Master is very excited because he just saw Night of the Living Dead. And I told him, you know, the second one takes place in a mall. He's like, what? That sounds amazing. So, hey, 3D in a mall. 3D, I guess in a mall, because we will be in a mall. 3D zombies at the mall. That's the only way, the best way, I should say, to watch Dawn of the Dead. No Blanca, the original, Romero's original classic. Dare I say, probably one of the best zombie movies, if not the best zombie movie ever made. Ignacio says, thanks for your reviews. Saved me a lot of money. Thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do my best. I do my best. Luke says, I also do night shift, but luckily it's my day off. It's currently 3:30 p.m. That's great. I'm glad you're enjoying your day off. Blanca says he wasn't a fan of Army of the Dead, but Dawn was watchable. I like Zack Snyder. I think he's a great filmmaker, honestly. Fantastic filmmaker. 300's really good. I love Man of Steel. I think he's a really good filmmaker. Say what you will, but I'll die on that hill. I think he's a solid filmmaker. All right, cats and kittens, let's call it a night. Remember, tomorrow, Vinegar Cinema announcements. Me, BC, and Tony will be here. 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. We'll be talking either commiserating or shouting hooray. Hopefully you'll join us for that. And then Friday, the first installment of a Full Moon Fright Club. I've got a whole new panel of guests, and we're talking full moon. Join me for that, and a whole bunch of other things are going to happen. You never know what's going to happen on this channel as we try to get monetized round 2. Blanca says, I liked Zack Snyder's Justice League cut. The shots of the Flash and Speed Force or Cyborg was amazing. Yeah. I think he's solid. I think he's solid, man. Let's see. Let us away here. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. If you're watching live, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night or day, wherever you are in the world. A quick thank you to my lovely patrons who support me, make this channel happen, and keep the lights on. And I love them very much. I'm honored to know them and to have them on my team. They're wonderful, wonderful people. As are you. Do me a favor, leave a thumbs up. And until we meet again, I wish you the best. I hope this video finds you well. Bid you adieu. Catch you next time. Or maybe now. Plenty of videos for you to watch. I'm still here, technically, on YouTube. Watch something else. Help a brother out. Good night.
Yeah. Y'all